Hi everyone, we're coming to you from the Just Jimny Day. I'm here with the gentleman from De Sol. I just wanted to ask them a few questions and find out what they've got available for the Jimneys at the moment. So over to you. Can you just tell us a little bit about how De Sol came about, the history of the company, where you're based, because they came all the way from Durban to join the Just Jimny Day. So we're very, very grateful for that. Please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about De Sol.
Hi, I'm Linton. So De Sol was started in about 2017, focusing on the Jimneys. I obviously had one and just started playing with mine, and yeah, I realised there's a bit of a gap in the market, and before we knew it, the company had become a company, and yeah, so I started manufacturing my own products and had a few other Jimny owners seeing them and wanting them, and got to a point where I couldn't have a day job and continue with the products and getting them out there.
But that's a wonderful success story, and I think that's quite inspirational, you know, especially with the times we've been going through with COVID and all that. That's really nice that a South African product is, you know, getting entrenched into the market and that it's working for the clients.
Yes, correct.
That's excellent. So can we just quickly introduce the rest of your team?
I'm Warwick, and I head up all the production for De Sol.
Hi, I'm Andrew, and I work alongside Warwick and Linton as the designing and engineering department.
Fantastic. So tell us a little bit about what you have available for Jimneys at the moment. What are your hot sellers and what is in your range?
So at this stage, the big seller is the suspension and the front bumper for the new Gen 4, and then obviously our rock sliders and road cut protectors move quite well. We focus a lot on quality and rigidity of parts. So the parts we produce, we need them to be functional components. So we use them not as none of them are ornamental.
Not a nice to have.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So our developments sometimes take a little bit longer, but there's a lot of R&D that we put into them and try to get them perfect before they hit the market.
Fantastic. So Warwick, tell me, if from a production point of view, if you could tell a client one thing, what would you want them to know about the production side of De Sol?
I think the main thing that we pride ourselves on is the quality of our components. So we generally do take longer to produce them because we focus on quality, and we don't like to send anything out that doesn't look as good as it should. And I think that's the main thing that the customers would like to hear.
And I think that is something that's quite lacking in a lot of South African companies, is that, you know, they feel once they've got their money they don't care anymore. So that's a really great ethos to work by. Andrew, from the engineering side, what goes into engineering? I mean, you're talking to a layman. What goes into engineering a part for a Jimny or for any kind of extra or accessory that you're doing? What is the thought process? What is the nuts and bolts of that design?
For us, our number one thing would be strength, and alongside that goes with that is the weight of it, especially the challenges that we have with Jimneys and that. So we're aware of that, and for us is to try and come around those challenges with the best designs that suits our needs for our customers in it. And obviously we need to put the research in and the development and the time of testing the products as well. So
another big thing that we do focus on with our designs is we want them to be all as bolt-on. So with our products, from the bumpers to rock sliders, we never want any drilling to be happening to the chassis or any part of the vehicle. Obviously, barring the snorkel, you unfortunately can't get away from that. But our bumpers are all direct bolt-on. You can literally take those off and just about stick your standard bumper back on. So that's also a big thing, and then that follows suit into our diff breather kits that we do. So as far as I'm aware, we're probably one of the only companies that are doing a diff breather where there's no drilling or tapping into the actual pumpkin itself. It's a modular system that clips directly over where the original breather would sit.
Excellent.
So that is another thing that we try aim on, is to keep the vehicle as it's
factory original,
as possible. Yeah.
Fantastic, because I think that does feature or factor into your buying decisions. And I do think what really is nice about Dassault is that, you know, this is Jimny products developed by people who've actually driven these cars, who understand the intrinsic issues that you have that you can't get around, and that you take that into consideration when designing. So gents, when we're down in Durban, I hope you're going to go and show us some nice trails. When you're back up in Gauteng, let us know in advance so we can take you somewhere special. Thank you very much for joining us, and very importantly, thank you for the sponsorship for the Solid Earth Meerkat Rehab, your prize that you've given to us. We really do appreciate that support, and we'll see you on the trail.
Great, thanks very much.